Discussion again. Coming to work basics. Work is defined as product of force and displacement. Work units are Newton into meter. Newton into meter. Okay. Newton into meter, we can say it as joule. Okay. This is SI unit. This is SI unit. And erg. Erg is CGS unit. Okay. And definition is product of force and displacement. And the formula is given as Fs cos theta, where cos theta is the angle between force and displacement. Okay, children, suppose there is a box. If you move, compulsory it should move. If it moves only, if you apply force, if it moves only, then work is said to be done. Work is said to be done. Suppose I will push a wall. I will push a wall. Full day I will push a wall. Does it move? No, it won't move. So how much ever work I did, according to the physics, because it is not moving, work is said to be zero because we are applying force, but it is not moving. So work is said to be zero. According to the physics, any body work is said to be done on any body if on applying force compulsory it should move. Then only it is said to be work is said to be done. Okay, and that also it should move in the direction of force. Children, if I am applying force in this direction only it should go. Then it is said to be positive work. If I am applying force this side and it is going on other side, then it is called negative force. Okay, then you will ask, sir, like that forces also will be there. I mean, yes, like that work also will be there. Negative work will be there. I'll give an example. Don't worry about that. I'll give. First, you listen to this. Okay, basic concepts. So, what are the basic concepts of work, children? Work is product of force and displacement, and Fs cos theta is the formula, and the units joules or ergs. Joules or ergs. 1 joule is equal to how many ergs? Okay, so children, 1 joule is equal to 1 Newton into 1 meter. This is Newton, this is meter. 1 Newton means mass into acceleration, all of you know. Newton means mass into acceleration. Mass means 1 kg. Acceleration means 1 meter per second square. And this is displacement. Displacement is 1 meter, 1 meter. Okay, children. So 1 kg means 1000 grams. Please carefully understand. Meter means 100 centimeters. Meter means 100 centimeters per second square. So 10 to the power of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 10 to the power of 7 grams centimeter square per second square. So 10 to the power of 7 grams centimeter per second square is gram centimeter square per second square is called as ergs. Children, this is the relationship between SI unit and this is the relationship between SI unit and CGS unit. Children, I hope you are able to understand. The relationship between SI unit and CGS unit is 1 Newton is equal to 10 to the power of 7 ergs. Oh, sorry, 1 joule. 1 joule, children. This is 1 joule. 1 joule is equal to 10 to the power of 7 ergs. Okay, those who didn't understand, see, Newton means force. Force means mass into acceleration. We discussed so much already. So, force means mass into acceleration. Mass means 1 kg. Acceleration means meter per second square. 1 kg means how many grams, children? 1000 grams. And 1 meter means 100 centimeters. 100 centimeters. 1 meter means 100 centimeters. So, totally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 to the power of 7 grams centimeter per second square. So 1 joule is equal to 10 to the power of 7 ergs. Okay, children. Now types of the forces, works I will discuss, children. All of you listen. Types of works. There are positive work is there, children, and there are negative works is there, children, and there is also zero work.
I can't hear. Can you please say a little bit loud?
Okay, children. All of you listen. Don't shout in the middle of recording, Nana. Now, see, children. So, children, there are positive works, there are negative works, and there are zero works. What is positive work? Children, what is positive work means? I will apply force. Displacement also will occur in this direction. Compulsory it will occur. So, both force, I may apply like this also, children, force. I may apply like this also. I may apply like this in any direction, but body will move in this direction only. If force and displacement are in same direction. If force application and displacement, if I'm applying force like this, it should move like this only. If force and displacement are in same direction, If force and displacement are in same direction, work is said to be positive. Work is said to be positive. Okay, children, work is said to be positive. This is number one case. Second case, children, imagine very carefully. Imagine, children. Second case, I'm telling. Imagine a railway porter is there, children. Imagine a railway porter is there. On his head, he will be carrying a luggage. A railway porter. He will be moving like this. Displacement is like this. Okay, he will be moving like this. But children, his mass will be acting downwards. Mass will be acting downwards. Are you able? Okay, children, you are able to understand? His mass will be acting downwards and he is moving in this direction, displacement. What is the angle between force and displacement, children? 90 degrees. Remember, children, when you study trigonometry, you will understand Fs cos theta, no children? Fs cos 90 is equal to 0. So Fs into 0 is 0. Means his mass is acting downward, weight, and is moving in this direction. Angle is 90 degrees between force and displacement. So according to physics, a railway porter who is carrying a luggage is said to be not doing any work only, children, according to physics. According to physics, a railway porter who is carrying a luggage on his head, his weight is acting downwards and is moving in this direction. Cos 90 is equal to 0. Cos 90 is equal to 0. According to physics, a railway porter who is going like this, according to physics, is not doing any work. But if you say like that, he won't keep quiet, children, according to physics, all those things. Okay, and this is second case, 0 work is done. Again, I'm saying, children, slowly. If work and force and displacement are in same direction, that is positive. If force and displacement are perpendicular to each other, that is said to be 0 work. And if force and displacement are in the opposite directions, how, children? Means suppose, imagine this is a ladder. This is a ladder. Okay, you are climbing a ladder. You are climbing a ladder, keeping weight on your head. Okay, children, you are climbing a ladder up, but your mass is acting downwards. Mass means force only, children. Weight means force only, children. Because weight is equal to mg. Mg means force. Your force is acting downward, but you are going upward. So children, force is acting downward, but you are going upward. What is the angle, children? 180. What is the angle between force and displacement? 180. So children, cos 180 is equal to minus 1. Cos 180 is equal to minus 1. So when force and displacement are in opposite direction, then the work is said to be negative. When work is said to be negative. So children, again I will give a small summary of this full entire work what we discussed. W is equal to Fs cos theta is the formula. Okay, children, definition is product of force and displacement. Third one, children, units are joules, and in SI system joules and CGS system ergs. 1 joule is called how many ergs? 10 to the power of 7 ergs. And there are three types of works, children: positive work, zero work, negative work. When force and displacement are in same direction, then that is said to be positive work. When force and displacement are in 90 degrees, then it is called as zero work, because force is downwards and displacement is like this, 90 degrees. Cos 90 degrees is equal to 0. So if force and displacement are in perpendicular to each other, then work said to be 0 work. If force and displacement are in opposite direction, means I'm climbing a ladder, mass is down, weight is downwards, I'm going upward, so they both are in opposite direction. Cos 180 is equal to minus 1. Cos 180 is equal to minus 1. In that case, force and displacement are in opposite direction, then that is said to be negative work. Means force and displacement are in opposite direction. Okay, there are three types of work set on, children. Positive work means force and displacement are in same direction. Zero work, force and displacement are perpendicular. Cos 90 is equal to 0. Okay, and negative work. What is negative work? Force and displacement are in opposite directions. Cos 180. Okay, children, opposite directions means cos 180. Cos 180 is equal to minus 1. Cos 180 is equal to minus 1. These are different types of works which we come across. Okay, children. So work is equal to, and last, children, but not least, very important, dimensional formula of work. What is the dimensional formula of work? Okay, children. What is the dimensional formula of work? W is equal to Fs, no, children. F means mass into acceleration into displacement. M means M on the children. Acceleration means meter per second square into this is also meters. Meters means distance. Distance into distance is L square. Length. Distance means certain length, no children, length square. Length into length, length square. By T2. Time is T2. If it comes up, ml square T minus 2 is the dimensional formula of work. Ml square T minus 2. Okay, children? Just see, one mass is there, one mass is there. Two lengths are there, two lengths are there, two times are there, two times T square. Okay, children? This is the dimensional formula of work. Last time I'm revising all the topics, children. See, work is defined as product of force and displacement. Formula is Fs cos theta, where theta is angle between force and displacement. Units are joules in SI system and ergs in CGS system. 1 joule is equal to how many ergs, children? 10 to the power of 7 ergs. 1 joule is equal to 10 to the power. And what is positive work, children? Positive work means force and displacement are in same direction. Zero work means what, children? Zero work means force and displacement are perpendicular, 90 degrees. And what is negative work, children? Negative means force and displacement are in opposite directions. And what is the dimension formula? Ml square T minus 2 is the dimension formula of work. And work is a vector quantity. Why vector quantity? Because it will have both direction and magnitude. Because displacement is also vector quantity, so work is also a vector quantity because it has direction and magnitude is magnitude means value, direction means which direction we are doing work. That's why the angle between force and displacement we are taking angle theta. Okay, children. Only thing you have to remember this one, children. Positive work means force and displacement are in same direction. Zero work means force and displacement are perpendicular to each other. Negative work means force and displacement are in opposite direction. As you are climbing the stairs is one example. Even frictional force also you can take example, children. Body is moving like this. Frictional force will be acting opposite. Opposite. This is also opposite direction, 180 degrees you can take, children. Okay. So all these are the cases of negative work. Negative work means force and displacement are in opposite direction. Zero work means force and displacement are perpendicular to each other because cos 90 is equal to 0 and cos 180 is equal to opposite means -1. So negative work is said to be done. Okay, children. And numericals we'll do in the next class, children, on this. Okay. All of you learn the topics which I told in the work perfectly.